Gemini, 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 are you juicing or are you just in? Or are you using something, using an implement or using, well, I just feel as if I'm being used. Used and abused. What is that? Gemini, well, I'm hearing J's. Jay, Julian, Justin, Jasmine. If you are, obviously you're watching as a Gemini, but you can watch this as a Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, or even a Capricorn, because it relates to your numerology. If you haven't actually seen the video that I've actually put out, okay, you can watch this, and you can watch the video that is provided below as a link that says about tarot card readings and numerology and how to relate them to also Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Okay. But I'm hearing juicing or using or abusing, or someone that's Jewish or called Jay or Julian, Jason, Justin, Jasmine, Jays. But I feel like I'm being used or used, they keep saying used, or juiced, like I'm squeezing every single last drop out of something. So you could be juicing, like myself, but you could be like, it's like squeezing the last drop. Like I need the last drop of something, drops of Jupiter. Someone could have Gemini and Jupiter, Gemini, Jupiter, or Julian, okay? But I'm hearing, though, that I'm going to squeeze the last drop out of this. I'm going to take it and milk it for everything that it is. So I don't know if you're milking a mother or milking a cow, or just milking it and just thinking, well, you know what, I'm just going to put on a sob story and milk it. Or you are physically milking cows, or you're like, because I'm definitely picking up that someone that's squeezing someone's teat, and they're like squeezing last, they're like that, and they're going, ugh. It's kind of like, I don't know why I'm seeing that. I mean, is this like a tension grip or something? And you're kind of like that, and you're trying to get the dexterity in your fingers, and it's kind of one of those where people are lifting weights and they're kind of doing that quite a lot. Or is this a stress ball? A stress? Or a dress? What on earth is that? Someone like grasping their dress and they keep pulling someone? Is this a child that you have that keeps grabbing your dress and pulling it? Or I need to pull your dress from you. I need to rip your dress off. Someone's going to rip somebody's dress off, whichever way it is, Gemini. I'm going to rip your dress off. Or Jessup. The name Jesse or Jessup or Jess. Jess, Jessup or Jessie. Okay, but I'm going to rip your dress off. Now, I don't know if that's phallic and stuff like that and you're all right with that, or if this is someone that's just like always on you and like pulling at your clothes, or they're always ripping you down because of your clothes, or saying about something around your clothes, or something that you wear. I mean, you might even be going to buy something, because I'm definitely picking up like, oh, I'll have that, and you pick that off, and because whichever way it is, I keep seeing this grabbing motion, right? Grabbing motion, or someone groping someone, and they probably don't want groping, but like. Okay, they're saying some of you are being groped, that you don't like it, like somebody touches you and you're like, oh no, don't touch me, like don't come around me, don't, you could be dealing with Scorpio energy, but like don't touch me, don't touch me, right? So I don't know what that's for. Or someone keeps like, I mean, you could have a narc, right? But don't we all have them? But like so like some mothers do have them, so it might be your mum, I don't know, but you kind of like they tickle you and you're like, don't do that, don't like, and they go, oh come on, and you're like, no, I don't want to be touched, like don't grab me like that, I don't want you to touch me, like I don't want you to grab me. Or someone goes to give someone a hug and they're like, no, I don't really want a hug, like, you know, don't touch me is what I'm picking up. So can't touch this, so something to do with MC or hammer, but like can't touch this, so look, you can't touch this. So I don't know if somebody's calling someone and saying, look, you can have it but you can't touch it. So, unless it's a metaphysical connection that you got and something that you've got but you can't see it. So, what is this around grabbing though? Like, picking things up, like, okay, I'm going to have that, and like, articles of clothing, or like driving by, or shopping and thinking, oh, I'll have that, and that, and grabbing loads of stuff. Because they keep saying somebody's grabbing, or Abby, or crabby, someone that's very crabby. I mean, what is this, a Cancerian? A Cancerian, or a car, but somebody's very grabby, okay, or Abby, or Abbott, or Abigail, okay, but yeah, or grab a granny, I mean, or grab a grand. It's like, well, I'm going to take £1,000, I'm going to grab a grand, someone from Ireland, grab a grand. Or someone's grandma. Just keep saying someone's either Crabby or Abby. Crabby Abby. Crabby Abby? Or Crabby, which would be SpongeBob SquarePants. Someone's very square. What? Square? Or a Squires? Someone that's called Squires. Squires? Okay, George Squires. I know George Squires. George Squires. So somebody at the pub, George. Well, there you go. There's Robbie that died. So Rob or Robert, but Squires. Somebody called Squires. Oh man, why is it that I have to predict these names? Okay, I'm just putting that one out there, just in case of something. Justin. I'm saying Justin. Justin is a case of something. Case or just case. My suitcase. Some of you are packing your suitcase and you're probably going somewhere. But I keep hearing the George. Now here, that is a pub. It's called the George, unless you know someone called George. But also George Squires, because I keep hearing Squire, Esquire, something Esquire. Okay. The choir. Some of you, I mean, I do Angel Radio. I've actually got another one coming out very soon. But like a choir, like you either sing at church or in a choir, or you have an acquired taste to something and you're like, man, that is tasty. But it's an acquired taste, like it's taking a lot of, like you could be juicing and things like this, but it's taking a lot of taste, like putting a bit of this in and a bit of blending and a bit of mixing, mastering music, blending, which would also mean around Sagittarius person, okay, or a 4, Scorpio, sorry, 5, Taurus, Scorpio, man, I'm getting mixed up, sorry, 5, Sagittarius, Taurus, but blending, like putting things into a blender and then mixing it. So some of you do what I do, which is Angel Radio, which is mixing and mastering, okay, and then mixing it, okay. So some of you do that, but then you also DJ it. That's the only thing I don't do is DJ it. I make videos. Or the name John Darling, or JD. Anybody beginning with J and D, JD. Some of you like a drink, Jack Daniels. So the name Jack, Jackie, Daniels, Paul Daniels. It's a trick, but like not a lot. But like Debbie McGee, Deb, you right, Deb? But Paul Daniels and Debbie McGee. So Deb, or somebody that's called McGinn, John McGinn, Debbie McGee, McGinn, McGill, Bill. Some names. Yeah, but you're just shouting them all out. That's what I've got. John McGinn, John Darling, Jason, Julian, Justin, Jasmine. Okay, some of you are putting Jasmine in food. Jasmine. Okay. There's also an energy here of like mixing, mastering, or music. Go and see a band or music or something like that, and you're mastering it, but you're also mixing it, which means that somebody here is a chef or a cook. Could be John McGinn. You right, John McGinn? So you probably got dealing with someone that is a Pisces. I'm also a Pisces. Okay, but mixing, mastering music, DJing, John Darling, John or Darling. Okay, music references of also somebody that is also a cook and a chef that puts jasmine and so on, so things, so on and so forth. They could be from Soam or Summersham, or from Russia with love. Someone also from Russia. Lovers. Gemini is also in your energy here, but I am doing Gemini. So you got another Gemini, okay, another Gemini. So it could be also, oh man, I'm going to get you guys lost with numerology, and you really should perhaps watch the video when it comes to numerology and also patterns of numbers, okay, because it'll help you out a lot of understanding who these people are. Because what I read from is the Akashic Records, which is soul group reading, soul group, people that are in or out of your life or in your life permanently, okay. But there's this 7 energy of like, are you in my life or are you out of my life? Out of my life. Queen, someone's in the same sex relationship, but like, love of my life, the love of my life, but for the life of Brian. So somebody called Brian, or somebody that's Jewish, but the life of Brian, a Messiah. He's not a Messiah, but like Messiah, Simon, Sire, Sire. Some of you are probably listening to chandelier, but sire, okay, because I'm hearing Esquire, sire, or Simon. Okay, Simon. Psi, but they call this person Psi. So you're dealing with Scorpio, also a Psi, right? Death card. So you're looking at Simon or Psi, or somebody that goes, what you're sighing at, or sign language. Some of you are doing sign language, or you don't speak English, but you are watching captions and you do sign language or something like that, or a language. Language, Tim. Timothy or Tim. Language, Timothy. But like, so somebody's called Tim, my friend Tim from America. You alright, bruv? How you getting on? But Tim or Timothy, right? Something like that. Well, it's like that. It's just like that. It's like that. That's the way it is. But it's like that. Flat. Flat. Fat. That would be me. But like, yeah, it's probably looking. I'm sorry for saying that, but that is also me. I'm just telling it to myself. Trust me. I'm losing weight. So some of you could be going to the gym, lifting weights, that kind of thing. Also, lifting weights, looking at health, juicing. Somebody here is also using antibiotic steroids. It's steroids here. Steroids. Roids. Roy. The name Roy or Rob or Roy. I mean, they don't have to be antibiotic steroids. It can be antibiotics, right? Just physical antibiotics. Or the name Anthony also. Anthony, Anthea, Anthea. Lithuania. Someone's from Lithuania. Or Anthea. Ansfield also. Ansfield. Wakefield or Ansfield. Up north. Someone's from up north, from Ansfield or Wakefield. Wakefield. Wakeman. Wayman also. Wayman. Man, I'm picking up some names. Wayman. Wakeman. Oh, Wakeman. The person that plays the piano. Some of you play piano like I do. Okay. But like Wakeman. Or Bakeman. So, so an old friend of mine, Michael Bakeman. Michael Bakeman. Or somebody that's called Michael. Or Bake. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. The name Baker. I'm also picking up Baker. Or you do cakes. Things like this. Cakes. Cake making. Decorating. Painter. Decorator. Oh man. I'm going to stop because people will just think I'm crazy. Whatever messages they are there for you, they're there, Gemini. Okay. Names also. But like I said, a lot of you just looking into your health, fitness, cooking, gym, working out. Okay, a bit like that, exercise bike, all these kind of things, juicing. I don't know if there's anybody that's using. Obviously, if you know someone that is an addict in certain ways, there you go. There's that energy there. Because the steroid thing came up a few times in the past last week. So what we're going to do is now for your tarot reading, we're going to have a look at your partner. Have a peek at your partner. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Hey, you're right there, Liam. The name Liam. Liam. Hey, you're right, Liam. You gotta roll with it. You gotta take your time. You gotta say what you say. Don't let anybody get in your way. 'Cause it's all too much for me to take. You gotta spend. You gotta be. Anyway, B. I'm hearing the name B. Let's see. Let's see B. The CBBS. Some of you, this is a British broadcast service, or the CBBS, and we're watching the television with our kids, and it's the CBBS. CBB? CB. CB, or the name something beginning with like that, but like CBBS. CBBS. CBB? CBB. CBB? What the fuck is that? CBB. CBB? Is it a name or is it just weird? I don't know. Or is it another language? CBB. CBB? Or like captions. Capricorn. Capricorn's captions. But that is also 6. So it's also you guys. You can also watch a Capricorn reading. but you'll have to watch the video below in order to gain and understand maybe why that is, unless you already know. Anyway, let's have a look at your partner. Gemini's partner, what's going on with them? Leo. Leo's up in the house. Leo the trio. So what is Leo thinking? Or, well, anyway, we're looking at your partner. What do they think and what they feel, okay? But your partner could be also a Leo or an Aquarian energy around you. See how Gemini's partner feels about them. How does Gemini's partner think and feel about Gemini during this time? So they're waiting for communication. They're contemplating on their next how to approach it. How do we approach this situation if we're going to work on this relationship? So you could be dealing with a Piscean because it's 3, maybe. Very difficult one to predict within a numerology reading, maybe. But maybe. I keep hearing maybe. Well, maybe. Are you sure? Well, maybe. Someone keeps asking somebody, are they sure? Gary? Named Gary or Tina? But like they'll ask something, they're like, are you sure? And you're like, well, you asked me. And you're like, yeah. So what, are you sure? Stop asking me if I'm sure. If I say yes, I mean it. If I say no, I mean it also. So like, are you sure? Are you sure, Gary? Gary, are you sure? Gary, sure? But like, or Gary or Tina, but like, are you sure? Somebody's constantly looking for you to, as if you're positive. Is this A, B positive or something? Or like, are you positive? Yeah? Are you sure? Like, yeah, that's positive and sure at the same time, right? It's like, so, man, what is this about this person constantly asking, like, are you sure? Like, are you sure you want to? And you say yes, and they say, are you sure? Please, whoever says that, stop asking someone if they're sure. If a person says yes, that doesn't mean that that's a no. That means that if someone says yes, it means yes. So, because I keep hearing this in my energy, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Right, I mean, is it Jersey? Or what? Or like, are you sure, Jersey? Sure? No, I'm not from Jersey. Unless you are from Jersey. Unless someone's buying a jumper. I'm going to buy you a jumper. Would you like that? Yeah? Are you sure? Jesus, bruv. I keep hearing it. I do. I'm going to buy you a new jumper. Do you like it? Yeah? Are you sure? Yeah? What, you deaf? No? So why am I supposed to be sure then? Well, I'm just checking just to make sure that you're sure. Yeah, unless I'm from Ireland, but to be sure, to be sure, to be sure. So, that could be Robbie. But like, are you sure? Yes! God's sake. It's all I keep hearing. Are you sure? Yeah. Are you sure I can come? Yes! Are you sure? Oh, bruv. That's all I keep hearing. Someone argumentative or what, and they just constantly ask if someone's okay. Are you okay? Yeah? Are you sure you're okay? Yes! Are you sure? Yes! For God's sake, I said yes! Are you sure? Bruv, if you ask me once more if I'm sure. Right? Or Gary. But like, stop keep asking me if I'm okay. I said I am. And then I said yes, but then you ask me if I'm positive. Of course I am. I've said it. So stop keep questioning me. You said, do you want to come over? And I said yes. Then don't question my yes answer, for God's sake. I mean, this is how this person feels. Or you feel about the person. But I definitely keep feeling like an argumentative person that keeps asking, like, are you sure? Like, are you sure you're all right? Because you look a little bit weird, or you're acting a little bit funny. Are you sure? If somebody keeps questioning someone's reality here, someone's going to get a reality check through that here, because it's an energy that isn't really showing me in a card, but I can definitely hear it. Somebody that keeps asking someone if they're okay. Like, are you okay? I'm just checking up just to see if you're okay. Yeah, I'm fine. Are you sure? Yes, that's why I said yes. Like somebody what's the word? Where they need reassurance all the time. They're not really asking if the person's sure. They self-doubt. So they ask a question and you go, yep, there's an answer for you, yes. And then the person asks, are you sure? And you're like, my God, yes I am. That's why I said yes. Why question an answer when you've already got it? I already said yeah. Right, unless you said no. But, man. I mean, that's what this person could be going through in their head. I don't know. But that's what I can hear. And it's a bit... Let's see. What's going on? Or how does... Gemini's partner feel? Well, they feel confused. They feel confused because you see, it's positive, but there's 3 here. It's positive news, but when somebody gets good news, it's kind of like that they don't accept good news for being good news. Through a 3, it just can be a momentary lapse of reason of like saying, you know, do you want to come over? I'm waiting for you. Yes. What? Are you sure? But please don't ask that if someone says yes, right? Because trust me, I can really hear it, and it's doing someone's head in, surely. Well, it would do my head in, right? Unless your name's Eddie or Ed. But like, can I come over? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. Well, come on then, right? So your partner is slightly confused of how to approach the situation, basically. Because if they're thinking, you know what, I need to be sure first, right? I actually need to be guaranteed by you that you're coming. So this can be anybody in your life that sets up an event, right? And they say, okay, we've got something going on. We've got a party, or we've got like an event that's going on in a life here, right? Because I can also read this for you guys. But like, we've got a party. It's Taurus's birthday, right? But we've got a birthday party, or we've got an event going on. Would you like to come with us? And then somebody says, yeah, no, I'm all in, bruv. And they're like, are you sure? And you're like, yeah, yes, right? But I keep picking up that someone makes these plans, but then they're so worried that people let them down that they're not going to turn up on time, or that they're not going to turn up to the party, or they're not actually physically going to come over, or they're not going to go to their place, home or house or business, whichever way it is. But like, somebody makes a plan, Leo, make a plan when it's out there, and it's kind of like, you know, it's like, are you sure you really want to come? Are you sure that you really want to come over and visit and stay? Right? So if this is what your partner's got going on in their life, this could be involving you or not you. It doesn't even have to be involving you, because what we're looking at is your partner. So they're making plans to set up and arrange a meeting of work or love or a party or something like that. But I'm setting all of this up, and if I do all of this, right, are you going to come if I do it? Like if I cook, for instance, like if I cook a meal on a Monday or a Tuesday, or I end up being like the Boomtown Rats and like, well, I don't really like Mondays, or Mondays, what do you call it, thingy Mondays, you're twisting my melon, man, but like happy Mondays, right? But it's like, well, it's either Monday or Tuesday. It's like, well, I'm really more of a Boomtown Rats, I don't like Mondays. So it's like, well, what is better for you then, Tuesday? You're like, yes, I can do a Tuesday. Are you sure? You're like, yes, I said Tuesday. Okay, Tuesday. So guarantee I'll write that down and jot it down that you can come over on a Tuesday. Yeah, brilliant. Some strange energy there either for you or your partner. Don't know. If that comes up, you'll know what I mean, right? Because it's making plans for the future of things that are coming up for you. If it's already been, it's still happening and still occurring here. So what's occurring, bruv? But like here, if this ends up being where it is, say, like somebody saying, you know what, are you going to come over? If I could cook and I prepare a meal for you, right, or I pick up a penguin, right, and a chocolate gateau or cake, are you sure you want to eat that? And you're like, well, not really, bruv, no, because I'm on a diet, I'm juicing, so I'm using. So hopefully, no, well, what is that for? I don't know. It's temptation. Whatever it is, that might be why. Like, are you sure you really want to divulge into that? Like, are you sure you want to eat that? Because I keep picking up someone that's arranging something to do around the gym or food, right? And what I am picking up is a sign of is that somebody's saying, are you sure? And you're like, yes, no, I can do a Tuesday. If you want me to come over, I can come over on a Tuesday. And they're like, well, would you like to go out? Would you like me to take you out for a meal? And they're like, well, to be honest, I'm on a diet. And they're like, well, are you? So how about if I prepare something else for you that is more of your need that you want as dietary? Because I'm picking up some kind of food references around your energy of soul channeling, right? So are you okay if we make a plan for this day? And then are you okay if it is something to do with around food that you actually want to divulge into that food. Right here. That's what I'm hearing for you, Gemini. Now, sweeping the energy around of your partner. This is what your partner is going through themselves, away from you or even with you. They're making arrangements, party arrangements, party favours. Party favours could also be drugs though, so I don't know about that one. But like party favours, right? So like a buffet or something where they're kind of like, ooh, me little nibbles. What's here? So, oh, we've got sausages, we've got burgers, we've got like, no, I can't eat that. I'm juicing. Or you see, somebody's using. Hopefully this isn't cocaine or something like that, and somebody isn't hungry. I don't do any of that, but God's honest truth, and I'll be honest with you guys, Gemini, it's got to be planetary. For the last week or so, I haven't really been that hungry, and it's been great for me because I'm on a diet. The last couple of days, I've took it in there now, but I have physically been like buying loads of fruit and juicing, but it's only for the 2 days, right? This is the second day for me. But leading up to that, I've been having very, very, very minimal kind of food. But I have not been hungry. Like, I can't work out why I'm not starving, because normally, like, I'll demolish a whole cake, like, because my chart tells me I have a lot of addiction, right? But for some strange reason, for the last couple of 3 days, I really haven't been hungry. Like, I haven't. Like, I'm be like, I'll just have a little bit of something, but then I'm like, bruv, I haven't realised what the time is. Like, the time's gone real quick, and I'm like, well, I forgot to have dinner. So I'm like, well, I'll have my tea, but I really don't feel that hungry, because when I did have my dinner, I had it a little bit late, and I don't really want tea now. So, Tina, the name Tina, or Tea now, but like, yeah, strange stuff. Like, I ain't taking anything the same, you know. I'm just literally, like, not hungry at the moment. But there is something here around this, around a person making plans, maybe for you to go over and visit, stay, or Steve, Stacey, but go over and visit for a little while, and it may be something to do with around a birthday and a party. I'm hearing party. Pate. I'm also hearing someone that has pate. Would you like some pate on toast? Toast and pate? I don't know, somebody could be making toast. Making a toast. So, hey, cheers! So, well, it's your future coming up, but I'm hearing, look, let's make a toast. Stir up, hip hip, hooray! Hip hip, hooray! So, somebody is either going to say, hey, how you doing? Right? Or you're going to be celebrating something, because I'm definitely hearing celebrate good times, come on! The celebration is happening down here. And in the good times and the laughter too, we're gonna celebrate and party with you. Come on now, celebration, woo! Come on now, everybody. So there's some sort of celebration approaching your energy here. Could be for a Leo that is approaching the Leo here. As though I don't know how to ask the Leo. It's kind of a bit like this suave energy of someone like at a school disco, for instance. They're like, well, I don't really know how to approach them. Like, I don't know how to ask them if they want to come. Or it's like celebrations, and this person comes over and they're like, you alright? How you getting on? You're like, bruv, yeah, but your armpits smell. And you're like, oh shit, I just came over just to see how you doing. And you're like, yeah, bruv, but put your arms down. You're like, no, I'm all up for like all the dancing and that. And they're like, I can see like two young people like in a school disco or something, and someone's like, bruv, go over there and ask her out. And it's like, oh, I don't know if I can ask her out or not. So it's like, well, I'll ask her from Alaska. And it's like, well, I'll ask her. And it's like, go on then, bruv, you get over there. And they're like doing the film, which I think I said, right, which was the, I don't know, when he comes over, he does all like the what do you call it? What is that? I said it at the beginning, right, part of your film. What's that film? I don't know. And they're all standing there, three of them, like the likely lads, and they'll stand there like, you go over there and speak to him. And then he goes, okay, then I'll go over there. And like the robot comes on, and he starts like, look, bruv, look at me, look, watch, look, whoa, and he goes over, he goes over there like that, and they're kind of like, oh, hello, how are you getting on? What's the film, right? The comedy film. But I can see that for some reason of someone working their way over, like, You alright? How are you getting on? It's like, yeah, I'm alright. You alright? Well, if I'm right and you're right, two wrongs can't make a right, so who's right? Well, I don't know, but I might still be in contact with my ex. Like, really? Yeah, well, I'm part of a three, you see, I'm trying, so I'm still with my ex. It's like, yeah, well, let me butter you up and let me take you out. Like, oh, I don't know, because I've got three things that are on. Now, depends what these three things are, bruv, because it can be Stranger Things, and you might get season 4 that comes out. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio or an Aries somewhere, and you're like, listen, listen, Scorpio Aries, I'm still going for a breakup and I'm still going for an ending. So this could be this energy here. They might meet a new person or try to, or someone like tries to button them up and they're like, oh, I don't really know Mavis, to be quite honest with you. This party seems a little bit strange. It's like, well, no, just come out to the party. I mean, third party energies, ooh, we don't know what they are, because trust me, Gemini, when y'all had your monthlies, damn, y'all had a hell of a lot of control around it, because there was 9 everywhere. There was. But Brian's everywhere. Brian's, there's Brian's everywhere. I mean, what is this, zombies? There's Brian's everywhere. Brian Zombie. But I don't know. Rob Zombie. Rob Zombie. Someone likes Rob Zombie. Right, or the other guitarist that plays for Rob Zombie, brilliant guitarist, plays actually one of those, Telecaster. But yeah, anyway, that's your reading so far, Gemini. They're quite quick, they're quite short. If you want more of it, this is where we go over to Patron. Okay, full spread, tell you what you got coming up for your future, because I'll swap the energies around and tell you quite a few messages which are past, present and future, and also your partner. Okay, I'll just swap the reading around with the cards that are coming up, because it's a soul group reading. Okay, so if you want that, you have to join the full access bundle. But after this reading, there will be no more readings for your last week. It'll only go to the full access bundle. So if you want your last reading of the month, if you are a part of Patreon, great, thank you so much. But if you want your last reading, it will only be on the full access bundle. It won't come out on here. If you want the plethora of readings that are already there, and this one, this will be a full spread, clarified to show you what you've got coming up from the 14th until the 21st. Okay? And you can find the link provided below to loads of videos that I've also done just recently. The Magician's Table has been taken down, too much controversy and everything else for having an opinion of certain things. And I don't know what on earth is going on, so I'd rather not really have to think about that, so I took that down. Okay, but if you would like to watch the actual reading for the tarot card bit, some good info in there also. But all links are provided below, exactly the same as Angel Radio. If you want to follow Angel Radio and free music, if you want to be a part of that, I'm trying to get everybody over to the other channel, so I don't really have to put it out on here. But if you do like free music, mixing, mastering, and so on and so forth videos, you can find it on the other channel, but all the links are provided in the show more section, along with emails and everything else. Okay? Alright, Gemini, thanks very much, guys. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you soon.